To date is the 8th day of August 2020 in my birthplace of Dundas Town, Abaco, Bahamas. And the recent event of the Prime Minister ordering that Abaco that went through Hurricane Dorian, lost thousands of loved ones, couldn't bury them 9 months in. You could have had a brand new baby by the time that the Prime Minister decided to bury our loved ones. And to date, he still haven't given us the names nor the amount of the dead. They know the numbers, but it's not our country, it is his country. He running this country as if it belongs to him, and the cabinet of the Bahamas and the Bahamian people have no rights for information. When they say the first thing they would do coming into office, Freedom of Information Act, they would pass that into legislation. 3 years later, it haven't done so. Somebody have to take a stand. Everybody remember George Floyd? I am such person like the person behind the camera that saw wrongdoing and dared to soldier up with the police present, trying to this camera and don't want them to film. But this one person, brave like Kai Mills, decide to take a photo because they saw that what they were doing was wrong. And that's all Kai do. Kai is putting camera and face to the camera to say it's wrong. The recent event that happened this week under the Prime Minister's order is criminal. That the Prime Minister can order all the eateries closed when he has neglected the people of Abaco, acting like he had not a heart, a soul, nor compassion for the people of Abaco, that almost 1 year, September 1st, it has been 11 months, and a quarter of Abaco was destroyed by Hurricane Dorian, and we to date can't get electricity. To date, the 8th day of August 2020, the water's still off all day. Can't wash your hand. They say wash, wash, wash. It's impossible. But the order that he gave this week said not only can you wash, but you can eat. I call it a Caribbean style genocide, that the Prime Minister could order people, that the World Food Kitchen has been feeding 1,000 persons a day. These are foreign people came into my town of Abaco to feed us when they knew what the Prime Minister knows today, that we have no electricity, we don't have any water, we don't have a pot, we don't have a pan, we don't have a stove, we don't have a fridge, we don't have a bowl. And these people fed 1,000. COVID-19 came in, and that vacuum disappeared. Kai came to camera and said it is unacceptable for a Prime Minister of a country to order his people starved to death. How is 1,000 people that were fed by the mom and pop's restaurant was ordered closed, but Maxwell's could sell hot food in their deli and sell again and sell again? But the blacks in North Abaco that was selling to the blacks were ordered closed. So you see, nobody wanna speak out. That's the thing about my people. They prefer to starve to death and say nothing. I am not that type person. So I came to camera and I say it's unacceptable for the Prime Minister of the country to order genocide on the people that went through Hurricane Dorian. And nobody came to camera. So because Kai speak out, the order's now being lifted to Monday. But it ought not be until Monday. We had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It should have been lifted immediately. But you see, they're embarrassed because Kai let the world know what's going on. So they didn't lift it immediately like how they should do. They wait until Monday. But they only lifted it because Kai Mills came to camera and said the government of the Bahamas, this Wait Nothing FNM and its cabinet, has made an order to starve persons that went through Hurricane Dorian. And the order should have been lifted right away. But you see, that is what happened when you don't have a member of parliament that lives among you. You see, Darren Enfield and James Albury, they are getting 3 hot meals a day. But the order has not been lifted. So today, over 1,000 of Abaco residents can't get a hot meal, can't get a hot breakfast, can't get a hot lunch, can't get a hot dinner until Monday, until the Prime Minister decide to do what Kai asks of him to do, lift the order. It should have been ordered in the beginning. But just like the person that made the difference and made the world came to recognize the unfair treatments of persons, just what Kai Mills is doing, to let the world know that this FNM government have not been there for Abaco since Hurricane Dorian. A member of parliament to date, neither member of parliament has had a meeting with their constituents 11 months in. If the person did not take the video of George Floyd, he would have been just another black man died in the hands of the police. That is why Kai come to camera. I am not looking for no notoriety. All I'm trying to do is give information. Most of the tycoons in the world are wealthy because of information, correct information. And that is all Kai is doing today on the 8th day of August. It's saying it was wrong, and it's still wrong because the restaurants are still closed and the Negro people cannot get a hot meal because the Negro Prime Minister acting as a dictator that has not a heart, not a soul, nor compassion for people that's gone through a storm and still going through a storm. And the storm is called the most honorable Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Dr. Hubert Minnis. He himself is a hurricane within itself in the way of the treatment of a people that going through a storm. All Darren can offer, and persons that didn't leave with a spoon nor a fork today, I know they are grateful to the domes that the government is providing, but is that all that we deserve? A temporary dome? Who is benefiting more from these domes? The persons in Abaco, that the domes are 100 degrees inside and 90 degrees on the outside? Only person that benefiting is the person that the government sit down at the table and self-dealt the contract to them. They are the only people that are going to benefit on temporary domes at the end. We, the people in Abaco, say thank you, but I say no thank you. I would have said thank you to some permanent structure. You got the money, but you're not spending the money wisely. Why isn't Abaco sitting at the table? Why isn't Abaconian sitting at the table? What about this disaster committee? They themselves is a disaster within themselves, because we, the people in Abaco, don't know what the hell they're doing. What the hell is their plans forward? All they doing is making sure that they get some monies. Kay Forbes Smith, she's good. She can leave the honorable Senate position because of the money. They don't give a hell. They bring all these people from Nassau. You think there's a lot of Haitians there? You should see a lot of other strange people. And you know what they're saying, Takai? Thank God for the hurricane, because of the monetary fund that they're receiving. They've never seen money in this amount in their life. And I say, you thanking God for me to have a home, a fork, a spoon, and you thanking God for my mother's death during the hurricane? You thanking God for thousands that have lost their lives just because of your greed and the ill-gotten money that you're getting from this weightless FNM government? You saying thank God for Hurricane Dorian? I don't think kindly of anybody who say thank God for the destruction of Abaco because of their monetary greed. I would have thanked God if such people would have been sucked out of Abaco and never to get any monetary fund. But this is what's wrong with this country. Personal greed. They don't give a hell about Abaco nor Abaconians. They just care about their MPs, send them to Abaco to suck every dollar out of Abaco, and we're left with a dome that 120 degrees inside. Here's one of these Kai Care videos, because Kai dared to speak. The restaurant will be open on Monday, a week too late. Somebody could have starved to death because of the ill order of the incompetent Prime Minister and his cabinet. Kai cares, that's why he's here.